Welcome to the RadioU Podcast. I'm Hudson.
And I'm Allie.
Coming up, picking the first and worst Disney princesses.
Also, is this going to be the best horror movie of the year?
All that and more on the way next. Thanks for waking up with us on RadioU Mornings, 8772-RADIO-U, or the talkback button in the new RadioU app. We don't usually talk politics on this show, but I found the one thing in politics that everyone can agree on. Congress sucks. This is according to a new survey from Gallup. They are always surveying. They have found that the current approval rating of the United States Congress is just 10%.
Yikes.
10%. That's the all-time low.
That's pretty bad.
10%. There's, here are some things I saw yesterday that 10% of people, like, that you would also, if you asked 100 people, 10% would say yes to.
Yeah.
That the earth was flat. 10% of people, or actually I think it was 12, believe the moon landing was fake. More people believe the moon landing was fake.
And that the earth was flat.
Than approve of Congress.
Man.
They might be the same people.
Yeah, I would assume there's probably an overlap there, but no, I think all of us, I'm honestly I'm shocked it's not 0%. I think everybody's fed up with Congress. Who's the 10% that are approving of them?
It is hard to imagine that the person that, that's like, actually, I think they're doing all right.
Right. Feels like every time I turn around, we're in a government shutdown.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like every time I turn around, they're arguing with each other. They're just not actually doing their jobs anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, I'm tired of Congress. I want there to be term limits on these people. This should not be a career. Get them out of there. I don't know what else to say. I'm clearly not in the 10%.
But the problem is, I'm not going to say I approve of Congress, but the challenge is that we want them to do something, but then when they do something, at least half of the people will go, no, don't do that.
Yeah, no, it's incredibly polarized.
And what also, this is a very difficult thing to square away in your mind, that Congress as a whole has a 10% approval rating, but odds are your congressperson probably has like a 60% approval rating.
Just them individually.
Yes, right. Yeah. Because otherwise they wouldn't keep getting elected, or they wouldn't have been elected in the first place.
Yeah.
And therefore, we're all saying our congressperson is the right one. It's the other 537 that are the problem. If we could just switch them out. So I don't know, we can't win. But this was a system that has worked for a long time. But for some reason now, it really is true that, like, Congress generally just, they get paid to go and do a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah,
pretty much.
It's a whole lot of nothing, and I get it. Our system is set up.
Great work if you can get it.
Yeah, right. Our system is set up for, like, it shouldn't be easy for laws to pass and change the whole, outlook and how America works and everything.
Maybe we've just passed every good law there is.
Maybe
Congress is like, what else is there to do? Everything's perfect,
I think
actually.
that is actually what they're saying. Like, what else do you want us to do? We don't need to do anything.
I think they're also like, well, the president will just do the order anyways, or if we did a law, the Supreme Court will probably do something. So, they just can't win. They can't win.
Oh, man, I just can't argue from their perspective, though, because it's just like, I just don't get it. I don't get a lot of the logic for things I see them do. I'm like, what?
You know what else it is? This is a classic, like, example, like an old fable of, like, the no mouse wants to be the one to put the bell on the cat. Have you ever heard this?
I haven't heard that one. I thought you were going to do the donkey one.
I don't know what the donkey one is.
The one where it's like everybody is mad at the grandpa for either letting the kid ride the donkey or the kid letting the grandpa ride the donkey. Somebody's mad at somebody in the equation, and so you can't please anyone.
Oh, no, I just mean in the mouse with the cats in the bed. It literally might be an Aesop's fable. It's like a group of and it would benefit mice, and it would benefit them all if somebody would put a bell on a cat so they wouldn't get caught by the cat.
But no one wants to do it.
None of the mice want to be the one to put the bell on the cat, and that's like Congress. Like, who wants to be the congressperson to be like, here's an idea.
Yeah.
Because, everybody will just shout them down or they'll be unpopular. So
Yes.
instead, they just all do nothing.
That's what the representatives are here for. They're the ones that do the bell.
At least we all agree they're not doing a good job. But what do we do next? You want to take over?
Term limits. Like I said, term limits. Switch these people out a little
Then it
more
gives them
often.
less time to get stuff done.
No, switch them out a little more often so they feel the urgency to get things done.
Radio U, where music is going, 8772 Radio U. Coming up tonight, it's the first round, the first day of the NFL draft. Allie, you're a Browns fan. This is probably the biggest night of the year for you.
Yeah, depending on who they pick. I think they have a good shot at getting somebody pretty good, though. And maybe even a Buckeye.
Where do the Browns pick?
They're in like the top 10. I want to say it's 6. Let me look. NFL draft pick. Let's see. Where are they picking? 6th overall.
All right. Who do you have in mind?
I think they're going to go for somebody less exciting than what I would like, but I was really hoping they would go with Sonny Styles.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if he's going to make it that far.
I don't know if he's going to drop down that far, but I would really love it if they got Sonny Styles. Just having another dog like that on defense to join Myles Garrett. I mean, talk about shutting people down. That would be awesome.
How are they going to score points, though?
Yeah. That's the thing. It's tough to see like where you want to go with this. But I think the other option they were thinking of might have even been a defensive player as well. I haven't looked at a lot of the predictions, but I think it was like a lineman or somebody that they were initially leaning towards.
So are you actually going to watch the draft?
I don't know if I will. I feel like there's a Cleveland game tonight, so it's on Amazon Prime, so I can't watch it. So I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe. What's it on? What's the draft on this time?
Is it on ESPN?
Is it on ESPN? Okay, I have ESPN, so I can definitely watch it.
Yeah,
but
I never understand watching the draft.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of like watching just other teams pick players. You know, maybe I'll tune in to see who Cleveland gets. But again, if you're a Browns fan, it's like this is the only time when you feel excited about that because
that's right.
Because it's like, and I say that also, it's like it's exciting until you see who they pick, and then you're like, why?
Yeah.
Why did you pick that player?
Even if you get like Sonny Styles, that's not going to change your fortunes as a team. Like you still need a quarterback, and some kind of talent on offense.
Yes.
You don't really have much of that. So
yeah, really, the last like high draft pick I was happy about was Myles Garrett. And that's because he's worked out. The other high draft picks they've made, it's like they haven't all worked out. I mean, Denzel Ward's worked out pretty good as well. So I don't know. It seems like they are only able to draft defensive players that actually, it pans out for them in the NFL.
But watching the draft, it's the easiest thing. I don't know why people watch it. It's the easiest thing to check the next day.
It is easy, but also like it's the one time where every fan base can be excited about their future and stuff. And it doesn't matter about the rest of the season. And so if you're a Cleveland fan, it really is a great day because
it's the biggest
it's like,
night of the year.
Exactly, because you always end up with a high draft pick because your team stinks. And you can kind of dream about the future and not have to worry in the moment about like, it's probably not going to work out.
Yeah, I think maybe it's just because I'm a Packers fan, so I'm conditioned to not care.
Yeah,
about
when you're a good team, you don't care about the draft.
The Packers always they draft some like offensive lineman or a linebacker who wasn't a hot name or anything like that. And so it wasn't an exciting night. They're always picking in the 20s.
Yeah, I was going to say, they never have a high draft pick usually.
They don't even have a first-round pick tonight. So what would I watch for?
You definitely have no reason to watch the first round.
But the good news is I've got the Sabres in the playoffs tonight.
Yep.
And I don't know if this is good news based off of the season so far, but the Red Sox play the Yankees. So try to avoid the sweep. I think we got it tonight.
Okay,
We're not going to get swept at home by the Yankees.
Okay.
But if we could score a run, that'd be nice. That's all I'm hoping for. We got a couple of big trailer drops yesterday. Only one of them that I actually watch. That's Clayface. I skipped the Coyote versus Acme. I'm going spoiler free on that. because I know I will see it.
I did not even see that one.
In theaters. I can't wait for that movie. But I also couldn't wait to see the Clayface trailer. I saw that it dropped at like CinemaCon or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I was seeing fake trailers for it going around on YouTube, which is a massive problem right now.
It really is, especially with AI.
But this is the real one now. It's finally here. And Allie, what did you think of the new Clayface trailer?
I thought it was very compelling. I remember when they announced this movie, I had no idea what they were going to do, if they were going to try and tie it with anything else, like the overall universe that James Gunn is kind of leading for DC. But in my opinion, since like a post Christopher Nolan Batman world, which was a great series of movies, a great trilogy, the only success that DC has had are these kind of more one-off story films that aren't connected to anything else. So I think about like the Batman, Joker, even Wonder Woman. While it was a part of the DC universe, it was much better just as its own story by itself. And I think that's where they find a lot of success. They don't need this big sprawling universe. They don't need to create a massive franchise. Just tell these very cool, compelling stories, one movie on its own. And that's what I think Clayface is going to be. And it's like their first foray into the horror genre. You know, I love that.
Yeah.
And so, yes, I'm very excited for this movie.
Yeah, the trailer looked really unsettling and like they're not pulling any punches of, you know, whether it's Marvel or DC, the superhero things that go out in theaters tend to keep them PG-13.
Yeah.
Tend to keep them pretty, you know.
Family friendly.
Not necessarily, you know, for kids, but yeah, like where you could take, you know, where almost any age could enjoy it. This is definitely going to be for older audiences, which, you know, it's fine that some stuff is like that.
Yeah, that's what Joker was. That was an R-rated, you know, comic book movie.
I do have some concerns so they do say that this is not going to be connected to the Batman thing, like with Matt Reeves.
Okay.
It's not going to be connected to any of the rest of the... actually, I don't know if that's 100% true, that it won't be connected to...
To what James Gunn is doing. Because what James Gunn and Matt Reeves are doing are separate, which again, this is too confusing. Just do one movie.
That sucks to me.
Yeah. What Matt Reeves did with the Batman is awesome. I'm glad that they're going to go back to that, but you don't need a universe. So That's my thing.
Yeah. But I guess my concern is, what is Clayface without Batman, without a hero in the story? And this is also the setup for this movie is 100%. Well, okay, not 100%. It's so similar to The Substance.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be hard to not just have it be like compared to The Substance.
Yeah. It's very body horror.
Yeah. Yeah. An actor that's, you know, in this case, he's disfigured versus The Substance, where it's just, you know, the choice of, I
want to be young forever. Yeah.
The motivations are slightly different, but the result is the same of your obsession with your image and leads you to have a horrible body experience.
Although I feel like there's going to be some powers tied to it, so that's probably what's going to separate it from The Substance. Is there's going to be something that turns him into just, you know, not just an ugly thing, like he's going to be a villain.
Yeah.
So there's something that's going to happen there. So that's what's a little bit different with that. But a lot of people said the same thing about Joker. They were like, how can Joker work without Batman? You need both in the equation. And while there was references to Batman and a young Bruce Wayne is in the Joker movie, you don't really need Batman. It was just a Joker story and it worked. So I think it has a potential to work. I'm very intrigued.
Yeah, I mean, the trailer looks cool. Yeah. So I hope it works out.
It's very unsettling. The shot that's like slowly going in as he's in the hospital bed.
Yeah. And then the brief glimpses of his face doing wild stuff. It's unnerving. So we got that coming just in time for Halloween too. So you can tell they're really making this a horror situation.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Clayface trailer? Let us know what you thought. 8772 RadioU or the talkback button in the RadioU app. Here we go. This is the first time we've been able to do this in a while. First or worst, where Allie and I have a given topic. We choose our first and worst selections from said topic. And you let us know which one of us picked better and which picks we missed. Allie, today's topic is Disney princesses.
Yay!
And you get to go first, which is good because I'm still looking at a list trying to make up my mind.
Okay.
I think I have a worst in mind, but picking the best is tough.
Yeah, it is tough. There's so many good ones, and I have a lot of honorable mentions because there's parts of every Disney princess that I really do like. But I had to go with the one that I always related to as a kid, and I watched this movie so much, and that is Belle from Beauty and the Beast.
Of course.
She's a reader. She loves, science and invention, and she loves to sing, and she's also a hopeless romantic because she falls in love with the Beast. And clearly she loves family. She sacrifices herself for her dad. I just think she's great person, and also the movie is so good. I think that's another big part of this. If the movie's really good and really rewatchable, I think that helps elevate this, as a Disney princess. So going with Belle for first, and then for worst, it was hard for me to pick because, like I said, there's parts of every Disney princess that I really do like. I'm going to go with Raya from Raya and the Last Dragon.
Really?
Yeah, and I think the main reason I don't really like Raya is because I don't like the movie. And so I don't find her character to be like, I'm not gravitating to go back and watch that or to her as a Disney princess. She's the newest one, so she kind of gets she gets the short end of the stick anyways because she's newer. But also her movie's not a musical. She was like one of the first, I think, to ever be added as a non-musical character to the Disney princess list.
That's important. You got to have good songs as a Disney princess.
She doesn't have any good songs.
So for me, I am going to go, can I start with worst?
Sure.
That's where I have much stronger
That's where you have the strong thought.
There's a couple I do not care for, but the worst Disney princess is Snow White.
Oh, okay.
Snow White, what does she do? She cleans?
So does Cinderella.
What else does she do, though? She cleans like she's the prettiest of them all.
She talks to animals.
And to me, I think this matters, too. I don't care for the songs of Snow White. I don't, what is the one she sings? I'm Dreaming or whatever. Yeah, that's fine. But not a song that I would listen to. And I think princess attractiveness should be included. And Snow White is definitely not one of them. No. If I'm ranking, I guess it would be wrong to do. But Snow White would not be very high on the rankings. I think it'd also be wrong because most of them are teenagers, and I'm not at this point.
Yeah, they all are very young.
I was never attracted to Snow White, okay?
Even when you were a teenager.
So Snow White is worse for me. I have strongest feelings. There's others that I don't care for as much, but she's definitely...
I understand. Like, it's not the best, and it's probably because it's so much older, and so the way that they animated her was attractive in the 1930s or whatever.
Right,
so,
yeah. Her hairstyle and everything.
Yes.
But she's also very pale.
Yeah, extremely pale.
Which leads me to my best, which is tough. But I think I'm going to go with Jasmine.
Jasmine, good pick.
I think Jasmine's got some good songs.
Yeah.
She stands up for herself.
Sure.
She knows who she wants to marry, who she doesn't. She's still a damsel in distress. Like, I think there's still a bit of a princess thing that, like, they can't be... when they just go ahead and are doing everything on their own, that's kind of not the traditional Disney princess way.
Well, and she is kind of a non-traditional, there's a few of these, but she is kind of a non-traditional Disney princess in that it's Aladdin's movie. And so she's just kind of, it's not just she's a side character.
Yeah.
She's still very important to the story, but it's not like it's Jasmine, it's Aladdin. And so she is a little bit different of a Disney princess because of that too.
Yeah. So
a very good pick.
I think Jasmine's a great pick. So although it's close. I could go with a lot of, there's more choices for best than worst.
Yeah.
But Snow White is definitely the worst. So, now we need to know your thoughts, though. 8772 Radio U, or use the talkback button in the new Radio U app. The first and worst Disney princesses. Allie's choices were?
I went with Belle for first, and I went with Raya for worst.
And I have Snow White worst, Jasmine first. Let us know which picks we missed and which of our picks you like better. Let us know what you think of our picks for first to worst Disney princesses. Allie went first. Your choices are?
I went with Belle for first. I always related to her. I think she's got a great movie, great songs. And then for worst, I went with Raya from Raya and the Last Dragon. I feel like it's just hard for me to gravitate to her and connect with her because she's like the newest edition. Her movie's from 2021. And also, it's not a musical, so she doesn't have any songs. And I think a big part of wanting to pick a good Disney princess is like if you want to go watch the movie again. And I don't want to do that with Raya.
I think I've seen Raya. I might have seen it twice by now.
I've only seen it once, and I didn't like it.
Okay, I went with Snow White. I have much stronger feelings on this. Snow White for worst.
Right.
It doesn't do much.
She doesn't do much for you.
Yeah, she doesn't do much. She doesn't do much for anybody. Like doesn't she sleep for a lot of the movie? Her and Sleeping Beauty both.
She is kind of like dead at one point because of an apple.
Right. Why did she take that apple from an old witch in the first place?
She's
stupid.
She's
on
very
top
gullible.
Of. Yeah. All right. So Snow White worst. Best, it was a close call, but I chose Jasmine from Aladdin. I think she's a strong, independent woman, good music, very pretty. I like Jasmine. She's kind of heroic. I like Jasmine. Okay. So the votes are coming in. Laura says, Hudson, you nailed it. Jasmine is the best because she is strong and independent and doesn't take anybody's nonsense. And Snow White is definitely the worst. Thank you, Laura, for your support.
We heard with Matthew. He says, going with Allie on this one, but for me, best is Mulan and worst is Sleeping Beauty. I don't even know if she has a name. It's Aurora.
Yeah.
She just sleeps the whole movie. She does sleep for a long part of the movie. That's in the title, yes. But I do agree it's kind of hard to pick her because she's not really like that memorable of a character because she's asleep for most of it.
Wait, she's the one that sings I'm Dreaming, right?
I get the confused.
Dreaming.
I think that is still,
I guess if we don't know which movie it's from, it's not that good of a song.
Snow White sings into a well.
Right, and it echoes, so that's what it is.
I'm pretty sure that's the song you're thinking of.
Okay, wait, pause. For Matthew, I thought about Mulan because I like Mulan a lot, but some good songs in that movie. Not great Mulan songs.
Yeah, it's all like ensemble songs.
Yeah. The best song is I'll Make a Man Out of You.
Oh my gosh, Donny Osmond. Yeah. Why'd you have to go so hard in that song?
All right, Dee voted for me. She says, not really into princess movies, never have been, so my best is a toss-up between Princess Mia from Princess Diaries.
She's not on the list, though, for Disney princesses.
Because she's so relatable. The other is Princess Leia from Star Wars.
She's just counting any princess.
Yeah, which Disney owns Star Wars now, so technically, I guess on a technicality, we'll
although she's not a part of the club, and that's the thing. There's an actual club. I was looking at an official list. Yeah, there is an actual club for this, because there have been some that have actually been taken out. Do you know this?
I saw this.
Tinkerbell and Esmeralda were removed.
I also see almost princesses like Alice, Meg from Hercules, and Kida from Atlantis. Whoever thinks about Atlantis.
Atlantis is a good movie.
It is a good movie. I should watch that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that in a long time. All right, we got a lot more votes coming in.
We do.
We should probably get to some more next. Allie, your picks again for first to worst Disney princesses.
I picked Belle for first, and I picked Raya for worst.
And I picked Snow White for worst, an emphatic worst, and I picked Jasmine for first. Let us know your thoughts at 877-2-RADIO-U or at the talkback button in the new RadioU app. We're doing first to worst Disney Princess Edition. Let us know who you think picked better and which picks we missed at 877-2-RADIO-U or using the talkback button in the new RadioU app. Allie went first. Your choices are?
I went with Belle for first and Raya for worst.
And I went with Snow White for worst. I went with Jasmine from Aladdin for first.
And people have opinions.
There's a lot of votes, a lot of thoughts to get to.
We heard from Landon. He says, never seen Raya. I'll agree with Snow White as the worst. My first, though, would be Rapunzel by a hair over Jasmine.
That's clever.
I almost picked Rapunzel, too. She's got a great movie, great songs, great look, and I'm very excited for the live-action Tangled. First live-action film I've been excited for from Disney.
I like Rapunzel, and I like the Tangled movie a lot too. So she was up there. Some good songs too in that movie.
Such good songs.
Regina also mentioning Tangled. She said, going with Allie because of the well-roundedness of Belle.
I like it.
Also, shout out to Tangled's version of Rapunzel. Love her independent nature.
Yeah, she's such a good character. We also heard from William. He says, both of your picks really good, but going with Hudson, my best would be Rapunzel again.
Wow.
Because it's one of my favorite Disney princess movies, and my wife walked down the aisle in our wedding to a version of I Can See the Light. I Can See the Light is such a beautiful duet. I love that, William.
Lots of love for Rapunzel. We heard from another William who said, for my worst, probably Ariel. She trusted Ursula way too quickly. For first, I picked Snow White, specifically the version of from Once Upon a Time. If you haven't seen it, great show.
She is great in Once Upon a Time. They do redeem her character in that one, I feel like.
But William is right on Ariel was the other one. If I had to choose somebody else for worst, Ariel's
picked
down
Ariel?
there. Yeah, but that's more about the movie because Ariel, it's, she gives
is
up her
very
voice.
gullible, but that's because she's young, and also she's lived in the ocean her whole life.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't know that these people are trying to take advantage of her.
I feel like maybe you identify with Ariel because in that movie, the ocean is like Earth and Earth is like space. And so you like space.
Yeah.
So that's why
she's a fish out of water.
Yeah.
That's a lot of storytelling with the Disney princesses. So I get it. I get it. She is gullible, similar to Snow White, but I think it's just you have to remember she's like 15 or something.
Yeah, but come on.
Come on, have you met a 15-year-old?
I think we need to expect more from our 15-year-olds.
We also heard from Desiree. She's voting for you, Hudson. Her favorite is Ariel.
Oh, she's going to take back her vote now. Thomas said, good morning. Going to go with Allie for Belle. I don't recall if Brave was just Pixar or Disney as well. If so, Merida would be my worst.
Okay.
I like Merida a lot.
Merida's on the list. A lot of people forget about her.
She counts. It is a Pixar movie, but it counts for some reason as a Disney princess.
Yes.
But problem with Merida, no good songs.
Yeah, no songs.
Are there even songs in that movie? I didn't even know.
There is like at least one or two songs, but it's not like they sing them. I think they're just in the movie that were like made for the movie. I very rarely go back to watch Brave. Susanna got in with her vote. She's going with you, Hudson, because she's always liked Jasmine and disliked Snow White.
Thank you. And then we heard from Rev, who says, I have to go with Hudson on his butt. Xenomorph Queen is technically a Disney princess.
Again, there is an official club, guys.
Yeah.
You got to look up the official club. Just because it's a Disney property doesn't mean every princess is a Disney princess.
Princess that is in a movie that Disney owns.
Yeah.
Doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
I think Rev G is illustrating that. With
yes, indeed. But I do say that they did take Tinkerbell off, and I advocate to bring Tinkerbell back.
A couple of quick honorable mentions, Allie. Nobody said Pocahontas yet.
I do love Pocahontas.
Pocahontas is awesome and possibly the best song. Like Colors of the Wind might be.
Oh my gosh.
The best of all the songs.
Such good music.
Underrated, but I love Tiana and some great songs.
Very good
Princess
songs
and the
in that
Frogs
movie.
As well, yeah.
Oh, just overall good songs, not just her songs too, but he's got friends on the other side.
Gosh.
Come on.
Come on. Tiana's up there for me, but had to go with Jasmine.
Thanks for listening to the RadioU Podcast. Don't forget to rate and review the show.